Hello everybody, welcome back to the Desmo Works channel, and today back on with the Ducati ST2 project, and I'm going to be stripping down the heads, the barrels and the generator cover just so that they're ready for blasting. During the week I've cleaned up all of the engine internals, and I also plated up all of the engine bolts, so they're all good. Haven't done these ones because these are high tensile steel bolts, and you're advised not really to plate them unless you want to relieve them in an oven for, it's like 8 hours or so between the processes. So I'll just leave them as is because they're not in, this is not a concours restoration. If you remember from the last video, I said I was going to do the cases myself, but actually what I found is they're so bad after cleaning them in the parts washer that I will look to get them blasted, vapor blasted, possibly coated. So I might paint them myself, but I'll just see what the coating cost is to get that done at the same time. You'll notice 2 of the engine studs are still in. This was that really rusted one. It won't come out. I've heated the cases using penetrating oil, and I'm just concerned that I might snap it off inside the actual case. Same with that one, so I'm just going to leave those 2 as is so that I can put this back together, because I don't want to create problems where I don't need to create problems. This is more about getting everything looking fresh and reliable, not risking the chance of breaking bits and pieces. Some of you asked why the gearbox output shaft would have stuck in the gearbox output shaft bearing. It's typically because this part of the shaft that sits outside the case gets corroded, and that minuscule change in size due to surface corrosion, pitting and build up from chain wax and rust just means sometimes it gets stuck in. I mean, it happens to me in about 1 in every 5 set of cases that I split apart, so wouldn't worry if it happens. What I'll be doing just before I fit the shaft back in is I'll just put a light bit of emery cloth round just to clean the face of this shaft up, so that hopefully it goes through without any problems. So today's video is just going to be a nice, quick and simple one. Strip the heads down, strip the barrels down, and then strip the generator case down, just so that we're into a position where they're bare bones and ready for blasting. What I'm going to be doing is leaving the bearings in so it protects the bearing faces from any damage, and that's the same with the cases. When I send the cases off, I'll leave all the old bearings in, because I'd rather they damage the old bearings, which I'm going to remove, than damage the faces at all that they sit in. Okay, let's start with the heads first. So let's get this manifold off. Again, we've got corrosion in there, so probably need to get some new bolts. Let's take off the inlet manifold, which is 10mm spanner. Let's take the timing covers off. So what I've got is a little bracket here I need to take off to be able to cleanly get to that bolt in there. Then 4 bolts. You'll see in this one that it's previously had a bolt snapped off, so I'm either going to have to source a new cover or very carefully drill that out and either helicoil it if I can't save the thread, or hopefully get it out in one piece. Another 4 bolts. Now take the side cover off for the camshaft. Okay, we need to take these clips off just here to enable us to move the rocker arm to the side to be able to get the camshaft out. Camshaft out, spacer piece that sits in there in front of the bearing. You can now see that we've exposed top shim or opening shim You've got the closing shim there as well. Just literally need to pull that down. Closing shim out. Valve out. You can just see I've left the collets in there, just need to get those out. On the exhaust side, opener, then again, just push down. Close the shim, exhaust valve. Need to remove the gasket so you can expose the rocker pins. Washers. Again, a washer. There you go, one stripped head. I've left the spark plug in for now, and I might, when I go to take it to be blasted, I might supply it with the valve so I don't damage the seat the valve seats, but I'll speak to the blaster to find out what's the best approach. So that's that one stripped. Let's get on with the second one very quickly. There you go. Vertical cylinder empty as well. What you got to be careful about is there's little spacer washers that sit against some of the seats. Sometimes they stick on there, so just make sure you've definitely removed them. All done. Okay, time to get the cylinders ready, which is really just a case of taking out any of the seals. We'll push the pistons out and then take the manifold off from the side. So that's that all stripped down. Not much more to it than that really. Oh, get the old gasket off. Same with the horizontal, except we've got an extra piece we need to take off. That's that stripped. The gasket, the base gasket's already gone on that one. Last but not least, side cover. So we just need to remove the tool, the removal tool that was still on there. So let's get the stator out. Stator is held in by 3 bolts, and then the loom goes up behind this bracket, which is held in by 2 bolts, and then it's just a rubber connection. Right, I need to take the water pump out, but to do that I need access to the actual water pump itself. Right, what holds it in is down inside here. There's a very small snap ring that you may or may not be able to see. Let's just pull that out. That snap ring. and that pulls out the water pump with its mechanical seal. Take off the ignition pickup. Stripped out cover, again left the bearings in. There we have it, last few bits stripped, ready to go get them blasted and painted and cleaned and what have you. So both the heads are stripped, parts are laid out so that I know which way they go back in. So exhaust openers and closers are with the exhaust valves and intakes, etc. We've split out the cylinders so they're ready to go, and then everything that's been cleaned is sat on this bench, except I'm going to have the cases sent away to be blasted as well, as I sort of said at the start of the video. Okay, that's it for this video. A short and sweet one, just getting to the point now where hopefully we can start doing some more restoration work, so we'll be able to get the... I'll be speaking to... there's a vapor blaster and powder coater nearby. Now if I end up using him, I'll confirm who that is, so that if anybody in the UK wants to use the same person, they've got those details. Just a couple of points. So I want to apologise for not responding to any comments in the last week. It's been really hectic work wise, and I noticed today when I went onto my YouTube studio I've got a backlog of comments, so hopefully I'll get those updated while the video is rendering. If you enjoyed this video, chuck us a like down below. Any questions or comments, then feel free to ask and I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. If you're not a subscriber to the channel, hit that subscribe button and notification bell. Plenty more content to come. And if you're a current subscriber, thanks for your support as always. Hope you enjoyed the video. See you in the next one. Cheers and bye.